Hey, good morning, friends. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. We are live on YouTube, on Facebook. Let's get the Instagram up and running. We are live there. Let's get TikTok going. I spent about 4 hours in train travel yesterday, and while I was on the train, I realized that one of the hardest parts of being an actor isn't the rejection, it's remembering you're still an actor when nobody needs one. Good morning. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. It is Thursday, July 23rd. It's 8 a.m. Good morning and welcome. Oh, don't have my microphone plugged in. Let's get that. It's still in my travel pack from yesterday. There we go. All right, friends. Can I ask you, when was the last time you genuinely felt like an actor? Not because you booked a job, just because of how you were living your life, right? I'm writing this week's Substack essay on the train yesterday, and it started with a sentence that I feel like a lot of actors quietly carry around. If I'm not acting, am I really an actor? Let me know if this resonates with you. Good morning, Nikki J718. Good morning, Chris Broda. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support. Hi, friends over on YouTube and Facebook. Welcome. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC, where we talk all things actor, real life stories, insights and strategies to help you build a successful and sustainable acting career. All coming from a working actor who's been working in New York City for over 25 years and building a successful and sustainable acting career. And I'm here to share everything that I've learned over that time and what I'm still learning. So I'm here to help y'all. Good morning, Abraham Linkolo. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support. So yeah, I did some traveling yesterday. We went out to visit my sister-in-law for her birthday, and I ended up spending about 4 or 5 hours in train travel. And it gave me an opportunity to sit down and do some computer work. And one of the projects that I'm working on is that I'm trying to maintain a weekly Substack essay. And it's the opportunity for me to really dig into the philosophy behind the practical aspects of what I'm sharing here as the Working Actor NYC. And it's where I really wanted to explore the question of, if I'm not actively acting, if I'm not getting paid by doing a job, and I'm not doing a ton of auditioning, so doing my acting by actually working on the material, am I still an actor? And I talk to my coaching clients, and they have expressed the exact same thing. It's like, am I still an actor if nobody's paying me to be an actor and I'm not actually working on any auditions? Because auditions you can go through a really busy period with auditioning and then it'll go away for a minute. CJS wants to know, are you into Harry Potter books? If yes, how much would I price my first edition Harry Potter books? I am into Harry Potter. I have my Harry Potter books up there. I have no idea how much the first editions would be worth. I'm the wrong person to ask about that. Hi, Nose XD. Thank you for joining me. Genius Boy is here. Welcome to the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. And today I'm chatting about this week's Substack essay, which I was writing on the train yesterday as I was doing some traveling. It's about the work between the work. If you're not being paid to be an actor and auditions are thin on the ground and you're not actually acting, are you still an actor? And as I say, I started to think about this as the work between the work. It's not downtime. It's not waiting. it's work. There is still work to be done, even if you're not doing the craft part of actually working on a script, whether that's for TV and film or for the stage. And I think of this in between time in two separate categories. One is the business, because as actors, we are solopreneurs. Uh, we are building a small business, and there's a lot to unpack in there. It's not just that, because as I always say, there are four inputs to an acting career, and it's not just craft. There's also visibility, there is relationships, and there is infrastructure. These parts of your acting career don't stop. Hello, hello. Thanks for being here. These the other three parts, the other three inputs don't stop just because you're not actively engaged in working on a script for a stage show or for a TV show. Hey, Chentat, thanks for being here. I appreciate your support. This is the daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career. Hi, Heswai. Thanks for being here. In fact, it's often easier to sort of invest time into your visibility, your relationships, and your infrastructure when you're not actively on set, when you're not in rehearsal for a stage show. All the way from Russia today. Thanks for being here, Haswai. Hi, Papa Cornui. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career today, because yesterday I was working on a Substack essay about the work between the work. Hi, Ivan Medina. Hola, buenos dias. And so one side that I always work on and that I encourage my clients to work on is the business side, and the other side is your creativity. It's not that part is not about hustling. It's not about the business. It's not about the hustle. It's about protecting your imagination, exercising your creativity, making sure it's taking on its own, it's getting its own exercise. Haswai wants to know, where are you from? I am originally from Australia, and as the name suggests, the Working Actor NYC is in New York City. So the ways that I encourage my clients to continue their creativity exercise and keep their imagination going, I started a podcast. You could start a YouTube channel. You could write essays for Substack like I do. You could organize readings of plays with your friends. It could be painting, drawing, writing a script, writing a sketch, anything that reminds you that you're a creator before you're a performer. You know, actors don't only sort of perform creativity. It's our lives. Our lives uh, are creative. So that's what I always encourage my welcome, Russia. Thank you, Haswai. So that's why I always encourage my clients to make sure that they're not just focusing on the business, that they're also making sure that their creativity continues to get exercise. And today is all about the balancing act for me, because I am going to be working deeply on my side hustle. My side hustle is being a landlord, and I've got a lot going on. We have to get a rental apartment ready for new tenants. We had a tenant move out early this morning, and we've got new tenants moving in a couple of days. No, and I want to get that apartment repainted to make sure that everything's fixed and fit, ready for our brand new tenants who are excited to work with. I've also got about 20 feet of fence to build in the backyard. I have a sort of an art project that I want to build for the front yard here. I love having lights on the outside of the house, and so I have this sort of art project in mind, sort of like a living wall that has lighting through it. I know. I really want to work on that, but I also have an audition on Monday, so I've got to make sure that all of this material gets exercised and back in there. And of course, the Substack essay is due on Sunday. So, this is why I talk about radical ownership of your creativity. Nobody's going to create that balance for you. You're responsible for all of this for yourselves. Let me know if that resonates with you. Let me know if that seems familiar. Because the thing to remember about your acting career is that momentum doesn't only come from the bookings, right? Momentum comes from continuing to build a creative life. It's not just the times when you're being paid to be on set or paid to be in the theater. Your creative life has to be building the whole time. Your creative life needs juice, needs exercise. And that is also momentum. That's the momentum between the bookings. So let me ask you, when acting isn't keeping you busy, what keeps your creativity alive? What do you work on? Ah, I would love to hear uh, what those answers are for you. Harapan Bangsa wants to know if I can speak Indonesian. I cannot. I cannot speak Indonesian. I spent many years in Singapore, living in Singapore, and so not far from Indonesia. And I picked up a tiny bit of Malaysian, basic selamat pagi, selamat datang, satu dua tiga empat lima enam. Hang on, satu dua tiga. I can't remember, but I can count to 10. Enam, lapan, pijan, sepuluh. Oh, Philippines in the house. Thanks for being here, Philippines. So I just turned down the opportunity to do a job in Manila, um, so I'm sad because uh, but I have worked in Jakarta in Indonesia. I did a few weeks early in my career being a dancer in a Disney show in in Jakarta and Singapore. Actually, went back to Singapore for a few weeks as well. Vincent is asking, any advice from me or us mid-20s is hitting hard, searching job hard to find any, no love, just alone. Oh, hang in there, Vincent. The the advice that I always give actors in their 20s is please stop pleasing other people and start pleasing yourself. People pleasing is something that I was very good at, and I feel like it held me back as an actor because I wasn't finding out who I was. I was always trying to make sure that I walked into the audition trying to get it right. There is no right, there's your right. And the more authentically you show up as yourself in the audition room, uh, the more employable you are. Um, but also in my 20s, I worked so hard. I uh, left behind my acting career in Australia. I left behind my family and my friends to move to New York City because I wanted to study at a particular school in New York City. And while I was here studying acting at HB Studio, I got the opportunity to emigrate to the US. And I thought, that sounds like an adventure. Let's try that. So initially, when I left Australia, I didn't know I was leaving permanently. And here I am 26 years later, still working, still a working actor, still studying. And now I share everything that I've learned over that time with all of you. So let me know what questions you have about your acting career. Dollars says, hello, sir. I work for Wells Fargo. If you DM me after this, I'll give you more information. Great. Sunny Boy, Arizona. I like sardines and crisp, no pickles usually. Good job. I'm glad we got that clear. Let me know if you have any questions about your acting career, or if let me know what you're working on today. Hey, Vincent, I'm ready to share and happy to help. MK is here. Thanks for being here, MK. I appreciate your support. All the likes getting thrown in. Hit me up with some gifts too if you're enjoying the live. Or you can check out my website, the Working Actor NYC, where you can get your Actor NYC work merch. This is our coffee mug, which says "Fueled by Callbacks and Coffee." We've got hoodies, we've got ball caps, the Working Actor NYC ball caps, which you can find at theworkingactornyc.com/merch. Hey, friends. Frando Sinaga is a little late to the party, so he hasn't heard. I'm originally from Australia, but I live in New York City. I've lived here for over 25 years now. Come on, Spain, represent. We are going full international today. BP Stoyle is here over on the Instagram room. Thank you for being here, BP Stoyle. I appreciate your support. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career today. I'm doing the balancing act today of my side hustle of being a landlord, but I also have an audition on Monday that I have to learn my lines for. But I've also got 20 feet of fence to build in the backyard, and a creative art project for the front yard to go. So I am balancing. But yes, if the work between the work sounds like something you need help with, check out my Substack essay this coming weekend. The Working Actor NYC is on Substack. The Working Actor NYC is everywhere. We're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram. You can find all of our videos on our YouTube channel at The Working Actor NYC. And you can send us a DM, send me a DM if you have questions, or if you want to share what you're working on in your acting career over there. Send me a DM and let me know what I should be talking about in our next podcast, our next live podcast. It's coming up in 10 days. So let me know what Patrick and I should be talking about. Coffee time, Belinda. It certainly is. Frando wants to know if I can speak Indonesian. I cannot speak Indonesian. I can speak a little bit of Malaysian. Selamat datang. Selamat pagi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right? Did I get that right? Does anybody know Malaysian? All right, my friends. I have a ton of work to do today, so I am going to get into it. Things went a little quiet. Hi, Steve. Thanks for being here. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career. Oh, not Tianggan number 2 is from Bali, Indonesia. I never made it to Bali. So originally I'm from Australia, so lots of Australians vacation in Bali, back when it was just a little surfer's paradise. And then now I believe it is now resort style hotels and high-end accommodations. You certainly can speak English. You're doing great. Stephen, a student requesting a laptop for my studies. Sounds good. You get that. I support that. Oh, and here come the billionaires who want to give away all their money. It's fascinating the way this shows up in TikTok all the time. There's always somebody who just wants to give away money. If only somebody will say something about. Often it's you use Translate. Oh, smart. Yeah, it's funny the way that the sort of the trolls differ from platform to platform. Uh, on YouTube, they try to just get you to say things that sound vaguely sexual, and on TikTok, I always get the same questions. They always seem to be about where I'm from. I have to know, name 5 countries. What country are you from? There it is. That's right there. Oh, apparently I can speak Indonesian. I guess Malaysian and Indonesian uh, are are similar enough. I only know a little friendo. That's it. That's all I got, I'm afraid. I used to know some I used to know some no, that was Chinese. I learned a tiny bit of I learned some swear words in Chinese, but I don't know if it was Cantonese or if it was Mandarin. Hi, Claudia. Thanks for being here. I'm sorry that the World Cup didn't end up swinging your way. Greetings of tolerance to you, Nak Tiangan number 2. Uh, we welcome all friends from all around the world here. Let me know if you have any questions. Oh, thanks, Claudia. I appreciate it. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career, if you have any questions, or if you have anything you want to share about what you're working on. All right, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Friends, I think I'm going to keep moving too. I've got so much to work on. As I said, I've got to get the rental apartment ready. Oh, I didn't know there was a question there, Steve. I've got to get the rental apartment ready for our new tenants, so I've got to get my work boots on and keep going. Wherever you are in your acting career, you got this. Keep going. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Come on back tomorrow. I'll see you then. All right, my friends.